Hello, I just wanted to make a video to talk about unfairness and talk about how insane this world is, um, and just not that it's unfair that's necessarily the problem. It's more that people don't care enough to inform you that it's unfair. So basically just visiting my old job, the construction job, and how ridiculous society is in the fact that first of all they teach you something and then everything that you've worked so hard to learn doesn't count anymore. Uh, for me, as a teenager, it was learning the career of drywall taping. Once I learned it, I think it was my mistake because I thought I'd learned everything, and you're never done learning. So you need to never think that you're good, because once you think that you've made it, it's done. You failed. So I think that was my mistake to think that I'm good, because the truth is maybe I wasn't learning anymore, but there's always little things that you can improve. And even if you're not learning anymore, well, you can always learn on your hobby, on your free time, on the weekend. It's not like construction was taking all of my time. I still had uh, I had my chômage in the winter, so there was time there that I could have spent to learn new things. So I was wrong in that. But get me get me out of, I mean, make me learn this job that I learned with a lot of trouble for in a period of 6 years, and then once I learned it, to not have me do it anymore, and whenever I want to go back, for me not to have like access to it, even if it's like in my neighbor. This is how the world works, is that you have my neighbor here is a construction site, and I live here, and I can just go there, and logically, if I'm a drywall taper and I have all my competence, then I should be able to do the job. But that's not how it works, because there's a whole system. You need to be employed, and they go to get somebody from far away to get and to do the job here, because they're hired for a company or something like that. So you can't just step in any job site and then start working there, even if you are able to. So, and then it just makes me think about like my father, who's getting me in the job. He never cared enough to tell me how he got the job and how I can get a job if I lose my job eventually. He's just not picturing in the future how this is going to be difficult for me, that I'm not gonna get that first step, and I just can't do it. I'm kind of learning the last steps here, and I'm learning the step 5, step 6, step 7, step 8, step 9, step 10, but I'm not learning step 1 or step 2. So he never pictured that I could have lost my job and I could have not had any other job. So anyway, I actually miss it when I go there. Of course, I know everything about it. There's nothing out of my that's nothing out of my competence level, but I can do everything. And I feel like today is like, okay, well, I need to learn something new now, a new career. I know my profile is more a creative profile, artistic profile, so in my head, I need to learn that. But a lot of some people that I was with, I keep being surprised how cruel people are. I could never picture that to that extent, how people could hurt each other. Because I want to be, but the thing is, when people present themselves to you, they don't present themselves as cruel. They present themselves as kind and nice, and that's what I That's what I find humanity to be so stupid, because that's what my art is about also. Because people on the surface, they just smile, but and act nice and pretend to be there for you, but in the back, it's just unspeakable cruelty. So uh, so I'm just surprised, because when I was in my teenage years or early 20s, there's a guy that was working for the same company as me, and he showed me this YouTube video, and he said, you know what, you can be online and make content online and get paid for it, and it's not hard. It's not a hard job like construction. Construction is hard. It's hard, but you can just do videos online. I don't know, sing a song, play guitar and sing a song, or and then there you go. You get these fans. You get a bunch of people that are watching you, and then they start paying you, and so this is very good opportunity for you. But basically, it didn't say it like that, but it was subtle that that was the message. So I got convinced by it. I'm not saying that I did not make any mistakes, because yes, I did, because I was naive. But these things have just led me to a path that completely nullified all my experience. So I've experienced now homelessness, now things that addictions, like things that have to do with the lowest of the low, and that's where you get to see the real personality, the real facts of how people behave. And like I said, I'm always surprised. I cannot believe how cruel people are. It's always something. It's always something that pushes the boundaries on that. So, what to do now? I can't even have access to my expertise. I can always try to get that same job, and also I'm not even in my culture anymore, and I'm in the English culture. So everything that I learned in French, like my French language, when am I even using that? When am I even speaking French? I don't know. If you want me to do French videos, you can let me know to practice my French, to at least use the language that I grew up speaking for like the first 20 years of my life. So that's it. That's basically the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to support me, then you can donate, help me get into a better living space, help me, I don't know, get me back in construction if you know how. And I'll leave it at that. Thanks. Bye.